the official merch sponsor for Games Done Quick, and get official. You can get official SGDQ tees and more at theyeti.com. All right, everyone, looks like we're good to go, so let's go ahead and give it up for Cool Spot with GlitchCat7. All right.
All right. Hey, hi. What's up, everybody? Hi, I am GlitchCat7, and this is Cool Spot for Super Nintendo. This is a fun little run-and-gun platformer from '93 that stars the former 7-Up mascot, Cool Spot. He's a little dot with sunglasses that are his eyes. But far from being just a product placement game, this game has a lot of speed tech and a lot of really cool, interesting stuff that you can do with it. So I'll let the couch introduce themselves, and we can get started.
Hey, I'm Jaku.
I'm Furyful Fawful.
And I'm Colonel Beauregard.
All right, very cool. So you guys are awesome. So there's two bits of tech that I want to point out about the run before we get started. One is that the movement in general is just really, really jank. If you fall from too high, change direction, turn around, get hit by something, you lose all your speed and reset to 0 and have to gain momentum again. But there's two tricks that we use to get around that. One is neutral jumps, which preserve all your speed. That's a jump where I'm not pressing left or right when I leave the ground. And I can buffer my jumps as well by unpressing and repressing the button in the air. And to do that, you get a first frame jump off the next available surface. So with that being said, we can get started. I'll do the countdown for the timer. It's not quite yet, but I'll say. The story for this game fits into one convenient little panel here. Your friends got kidnapped. Spike balls are bad. Soda pop is good. Got to collect them. So I can do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. So first things first, we're going to do... So we got to collect 30 cool points. That's these little red dots that you see me picking up. You only need 30 to shoot the lock and save your buddy at the end. It's kind of a good life lesson, right? You know, you only need to be 30% cool. If you're any cooler than that, you're trying way too hard. But I will be donating $10 for every point that I go over 30 during the run. These 7-ups give you 7 extra, and some neutral jumps right there preserve momentum.
Clean first level.
First level.
Yeah, nice job. By the way, notice that you were on easy difficulty.
Yeah, easy difficulty. Normal and difficult don't really add anything else to the run. They just add more choppy platforming. So easy is always the way to go. Nobody else runs any other categories in this game.
But the other categories just aren't cool enough.
Not cool. So coming up, we've got peer pressure. We're going to be using buffer jumps a lot off these ropes. Climbing is always too slow. So if you buffer your jumps, you can get first frame jumps off any jumpable surface like these. And we're going to set up for get 2 points on the way down. That's really good. And we're going to buffer all the way up through these. It makes it way faster in this section. So I'm going to set up for a damage boost right here. I have to fall all the way down. Let's see if we get it. All right, we got another chance. Only the urchins pop you up. So I'm going to have to shoot this crab right here. Shoot that out of my way and get the damage boost off the urchin. Saves about half a second. And now for swag, kill the bee.
Nice.
The R&Bs, as they are. All right.
Fun fact, this Cool Spot name is Nick.
Yeah, what about his brother, Johnny?
He's in the next one.
Because he's in a cage.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
You got it.
All right, so coming up is like the most critical trick in the run. We discovered this really recently, actually. This is a very new setup. It's discovered by our man Colonel Beauregard back here, and we're going to be using the buffer jumps off vines and also these mouse traps that you're going to see. This is off the wall because everything in the 90s was duh and added Z's on the end of things, but we're going to use these mouse traps to get a lot of speed. When you touch a mouse trap, you get flung forward at a really high rate of speed. If you do a buffered jump off a vine while you have mousetrap speed, your speed will increment again higher than you're supposed to be able to get. And we're going to do 13 buffered jumps, and something really cool is going to happen.
That sounds like cheese.
It is cheese. So here, I got to count these. So if we could be quiet for 1 second.
Yeah.
Just like that. All right. That was scary. So that clip saves about 10 seconds, and normally you have to go all the way up and around and down, but you can just send yourself right through the wall. Calling it a wall clip is actually a bit of a misnomer because You actually are just moving so fast that the walls can't spawn. They just don't exist anymore. And if you like that, this next level is actually kind of scary. Everything in this pond gives you turbo speed if you buffer your jump off of it. So the water is instant death, so I really hope I don't get the bloop here and die.
Avoid those orange flags.
All right, we got it. We got it. That was really good.
No bloops.
All right.
Go to the left.
I think there's something up here, though. I think there's probably...
The game's not gonna lie.
No. Oh, hey, look. Check it out. We got it. Hey, no problem.
Way to make me look uncool.
I mean, left just wasn't right there.
Yeah. So what I jumped into it's called a capture bubble there, and it holds you in a little bubble prison and floats you up to the top. If you jump into the capture bubble from the top of the bubble, enter it from the top instead of the bottom, you get a little bit of extra height, and that allows me to float right up there and cheese that design. Normally you're supposed to go like all the way to the left and around. It's really annoying. This level has some platforming and stuff. This would be a great donation level, but there's one thing I want to point out real quick. Everybody always asks, why do I roll down this fire ladder here in this toy store? There's just some hidden points behind here. It's the fastest way to get them, just to backtrack a little bit and roll down that ladder. But if you guys have some donations to read, now would be an excellent time for that.
That we do. We have $150 from Joy Mecca. It says, cool spot, baby. Go GlitchCat.
Oh, thank you.
With 3 exclamation points.
You can read another one if you want.
All right. $25. What a cool spot. What a cool spot for our guy Glitch to be in. Love and support from the community. Donation incentive goes to Runner's Choice.
We have to do a couple of damage boosts on those tacks there. The one, hey, yeah, you guys can clap for that. That's pretty good. That was all right. The one damage boost I had to do, I actually had to aim diagonally down as I was jumping up there. The robots' shots are RNG, those little yellow or green and purple robots that you see walking around. Their shots are RNG, but you can shoot them out of the air with your shot. So if I aim diagonally, I shoot the robot's shot before it hits me and damage boost only on the tack. This level is so full of RNG, so many enemies, it's crazy. We're just gonna have to hang on. We gotta watch out for the funny mustache glasses. We gotta watch out for the purple squiggles. Oh no, man, I don't know if we can make it out of here alive. Oh, hey, all right.
Oh, look.
Oh, all right. That was pretty good. All right, yo, we made it.
Fun fact about that level, if you don't beat it, you can't beat the game.
Very true. You know, we kid though, but actually that level can kind of make or break a speed run. You can use neutral jumps to preserve a lot of your roll momentum, so you can get through those rolling sections a little bit faster. And you have to shoot the lock at a diagonal, so it can be really hard to line yourself up there with that. This level is pretty wound up, and we're going to be using, it's a lot of choppy platforming, but I'm using neutral jumps a lot to preserve speed through sections that I would otherwise have to do roll jumps at less than full speed, which would slow me down. Okay, so we got to get back up there. We got to do a little recovery strat there, no problem. If you guys have another donation, this will be an excellent time because the rest of the levels get a little bit more tricky than this.
Sure thing. We have $50 from Dark Diplomat. Shout out to GlitchCat and the Cat Bus community. Keep it cool, guys and gals.
So there was a little bubble back there that boosted me up. You can't see the points that are hidden behind the blocks. The devs just expect you to explore. So it can be kind of tricky to see if you missed a point or missed up your route or something through there. But I'm glad I got that.
By the way, weren't we just at that level? It looks really familiar.
Yeah, this game is the master of swapping palettes to make you think that there's like more levels. This is kind of like a there and back again journey. Spot goes into the toy store to save all his friends and is now on his way back out.
Are Spot's toys?
I think maybe pepperonis? I'm not sure. Anyway, this was Locomotive, and I know this level is kind of nauseating to look at. This always messed me up when I was a kid, but I promise that before this level is over, I will make this weird scrolling background stop moving, but I can only do it for a really short amount of time, so you guys got to pay really close attention. The only other object in this game that generates turbo speed from buffered jumps are these silver UFOs. And we're going to charge up our speed to the right value so we can make the background stop like that.
Nice.
There we go.
How long did you train for that trick?
Oh, I trained forever. I hope that level didn't go off the rails.
Oh.
So notice that we're at 32% cool. If we're any cooler than that, we waste time because of this countdown screen at the end. If we went to 33%, we'd lose 2 frames.
32 is the maximum amount of cool that anyone can possibly be. This is for life. You don't need to be any cooler than 32%. That's enough to get by. So here we go. I got to give shout outs to Darbian actually for this setup. Darbian came up with a lot of the tech and the route for a lot of this game, and he invented this mousetrap buffer setup. So we're going to go down here and charge our speed. All right, just like that.
Nice.
So that clip saves about 2/3 of the level and saves a lot of time. Normally you have to go all the way up and to the right, but so the spot is down there at the bottom, but we're just going to kind of let him sweat it out. We are not cool enough to shoot the lock yet, so we got to take this little field trip up here and collect some extra cool points. And I think I got my safety point down there. That was really good, actually. That was a really good IL for that level. There is a faster strat for that where you wall clip into the upper section of that room, but it's not quite marathon safe, so unfortunately. If you guys have one more donation, the last 2 levels are kind of tricky, so you can read that out if you want to.
All right, sure thing. We have $190 from Catbus TM. It's pretty feel good.
Woo, Catbus.
You matter, your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your life, and you matter to us. Stay cool.
Thanks, guys. So this is Dock and Roll. This is my favorite level, but it's actually one of the hardest because we need to tank a little bit of damage to get through. The B's movement is RNG. Actually, this is kind of dangerous right now. I've taken a little bit more damage than I want to, but I think we can make it out alive. Whether or not I get dive bombed by the B's at the end is entirely RNG, and I need 1 hit point to get through. So I'm actually, I got to play this a little bit safer right now. Okay, all right. That's literally never happened before. It really had. I don't remember the last time I died there. So we can just start all over. It's all good. Like I said, you got to tank a little bit of damage to get through, and the Bs can be really unpredictable. Along with that, you actually can take a couple damage boosts to help yourself go faster. And some of these, the routing here is not really intended because we can use buffer jumps to cover distances that you normally really wouldn't be able to get over. But now with full health, we'll have no problem getting past this jumping clam and yeah, whether or not this swarm coming up. Okay, so I actually got the good RNG. That's pretty cool.
That was good.
Not bad, not bad.
Praise RNBs.
Got the RNBs. Very good. And this is it. The last level is coming up. This is going to be Surf Patrol. We're going to wind up back here at the beach where we started with all of our friends saved. And we're just going to have to kind of make a quick route and jump on some balloon strings to get through. Unfortunately, you can't get turbo speed with buffers off the balloon strings, but they can kind of troll you or move out of your way, and it can be tough to grab all the points as you're making your way to the goal. There used to be a balloon, this green one right there, that can move out of your way, but by grabbing the red balloon from the left, it respawns the green one and prevents you from getting trolled by the troll balloon. And that's about all I have to say. I would actually really like to, real quick while I'm wrapping up here, give a shout out to my dad who got me this game when I was 9 years old for my birthday. And that's the cartridge that I'm playing on here today for you guys. So that's kind of a special thing. Time's gonna stop when I free the last spot. Time. Woo! All right. All right. Yo, but hang out, because there's a couple of things at the end here. While that countdown, I just wanted to say what an honor it was to play here today. Thank you so much to the GDQ staff and volunteers and all the donors for putting on such an amazing event. It's been a huge honor. Thank you for having me today. We got the bad ending, though. Check it out. The spots are all sad. They cry. There was a contest in the manual. If you beat the game on difficult and collect all the continues, you get to a screen that soft locks you and says, take a picture of the screen, send it to us at the address printed in your manual. And that contest was postmarked 1993, so I think we're a little late for that. Shout out to Tommy Tallarico, who actually did the audio for this game. And that's it. That's Cool Spot. I'd really like to give a shout out while I have a chance to my community on Twitch for supporting me for so long, my beautiful wife, my mom and dad, my friends back home. I love you guys. That's it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for that amazing Cool Spot run, GlitchCat7. I did a quick count, and I found you were 9% over cool. That's okay. You're cool to me. Join us for just a little bit. We'll be back with Dracodan's Sparkster. You do not want to miss that. It's a very good game. We got $25 from Bullet Jill. Did you know that Cool Spot is the only SNES game that doesn't use sprites? It uses 7-Ups. Shoutouts to GlitchCat from the GDC crew. $50 from Anonymous. Gotta help the doctors. Here's to an early morning hype and getting Mega Man X2 across the goal line, which is now at $6,000 out of the $25,000. So thank you all so much for your donations. That is climbing slowly but steadily. $20 from John38. Hello, SGDQ. My favorite week of the year is already off to a great start. Special thanks this year to the tech crew for the awesome new stream graphics and updated donation interface. Donation goes to naming Link my dude, my dudes. Speaking of people behind the scenes, let me give a quick shout out to World 9 Gaming. From PCs to arcades and consoles old and new, World 9 Gaming aims to provide the highest quality video gaming service to events in the Midwest and beyond. With our dedicated staff, tournament expertise, and expansive collection of games and consoles, World 9 is ready to take your event to the next level. For information on booking and upcoming events, check world9gaming.com. Not sure if it's been said yet, but the Pikmin 3 Silver Lake level incentive has been met at $5,000, so thank you all so much for that. $20 from Wolf Lounge 76. Love watching GDQ in the spring and summer, even if that means I'm not working quite as hard as I should be. But it's for a good cause, right? Right? Love